Welcome back to my channel. We're gonna do an assumptions video. I asked you guys on Instagram what you assumed about me and I'm gonna just respond to them. This was about a month ago, so it's a little late, I'm so sorry. Better late than never. Okay, first one is you're very picky in guys. That is somewhat true. No, it's very much true. I'm very, very picky with guys. I don't know why. Because some of the guys that I've dated, I'm like, you're a dusty ass dude. I don't know why. I decided to pick you out of the crop, but here we are. Oh, the sun is shining. Oh, look at this glow. This glow, this glow. Next is, let's see. I'm trying to like pick and choose which ones I want to do because some of them are questionable. You seem so busy all the time, like you literally don't have any rest days. More so than ever, I actually have more rest days than I've ever have. I've really tried to make it an effort this year to take time for myself and my friends and my family, just because I've always been this huge workaholic. You know, why would I work so hard if I can't enjoy the life that I worked for? So I am very busy, especially with living bi-coastal and doing a million things still. It's a lot. But I have more free time than not. The next assumption is you stay booked and busy so that you don't have time to self-reflect and think about your problems. I feel attacked. Is this an intervention? Oh my goodness. Yes, that is very much true. That is actually how I started working a lot of jobs when I was 15 or 16. I had 3 jobs at the time because I was really trying to just ignore all the problems that I had in my life. And by doing that, I just put all my energy towards work because that way I don't have time to think about my problems, which is reflecting into my adult life, unfortunately. I'm working on it. Your life isn't all glitz and glamour. There's a lot of work that goes behind the scenes that doesn't show. 100%. Everyone thinks that I show a lot of my life on social media, on the internet, on TV. I actually show like maybe 10% of it. You guys don't know a lot of things that I like to keep to myself. This is why no one will ever probably see me dating anybody until we've been dating for a while, just because I'm not very public with my relationships or my family. So it's something that I just want to keep to myself, and I want to make sure that my opinion is the only one that is steering how I feel about my relationships. And I don't want like outside opinions like muddying those waters. Next one is you're an Enneagram 8. I am an Enneagram 8. The Enneagram 8 is the challenger. That's me. Let me actually look up the characteristics of an Enneagram 8. Enneagram 8. Enneagram 8s are self-confident, strong, and assertive. Ding, 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 that's me. Protective, resourceful, straight-talking, and decisive, but can also be egocentric and domineering. 8s feel like they must control their environment, especially people, sometimes becoming confrontational and intimidating. Ain't that the truth? 8s typically have problems with their tempers, with allowing themselves to be vulnerable. At their best, they are self-mastering. They use their strengths to improve others' lives, become heroic and inspiring. Their basic fear is being harmed or controlled by others. I feel attacked right now. Basic desire is to protect themselves. Yeah, that sounds about right. Moving on. You are a workaholic. That's a given. I am a workaholic because I try to avoid all my issues in my life. And yeah. But I like it. I like being a workaholic. I'm trying to find a balance between the both because I'm not gonna lie, it's very exhausting being a workaholic because you start to identify yourself with your work and the efforts of your work. So when it doesn't go well sometimes, which is normal, you feel like you're not fulfilling this, you know, self-value because you put it all in your work. It's very exhausting. You are a very productive person. I would like to say I'm very productive. I use my time very wisely. I organize a lot of my time hour by hour, day by day. I plan my whole life months ahead of time. So that's pretty true. There are times where I'm not so productive. I am human, and some days I will just lay in bed for the entire day and not move. It's just normal. Next one is you're actually a bit shy. I actually am a little bit shy, depending on the environment that I'm in. Sometimes I'm not as comfortable in situations, so I just stay quiet to myself, and I think that's the best. But once I branch out and like reach out into myself, I'm very loud, outgoing. You don't feel very connected to your AAPI heritage, but wish you were. You know, I grew up hating the way that I looked. I wanted to be white with blue eyes and blonde hair so badly that I would do anything to try to fit in, and it was very exhausting. And I had a huge identity crisis in high school because I hated the way I looked, but I couldn't change it. So I was being friends and forcing myself in these groups of people that didn't want me. And I wish I didn't spend so much time and energy towards that, because once I actually didn't care anymore, probably like around junior year, I became more of myself, and that was the best version of me. So my parents are also very westernized. We do a lot of Vietnamese cultural things like holidays and how we are dynamic as a family, but it's not, I see other people who are so in tune with their Vietnamese heritage, and I'm definitely not that deep into it. I used to have a stupid fear of like, when I do decide to get married, my husband probably will love the idea of having like a tea ceremony, which is traditional in Vietnamese culture. You wear the áo dài and red with like the beautiful hats and the gowns and everything. And I never wanted to do that because I didn't want to have like an Asian-based wedding. But now I look at it and I'm like, you know what, that's actually so beautiful. And I can actually have two weddings, and I can have a tea ceremony with all my Vietnamese family and friends, and then have another one that's more westernized and more Americanized. So I'm lucky to be able to do both, and I've learned to love being Vietnamese. So I hope that everyone who is struggling with their, you know, identity crisis of being an Asian American, a lot of us are first generation Asian Americans, and it's really hard to try to navigate where we belong, that you should find so much value that you get to be both. Another one is you're snobby and sarcastic. I wouldn't say I'm a snobby. I'm very sarcastic, which if you're too sensitive may come across as snobby. But I just have a banter kind of language when I talk to people. I think it's a coping mechanism, to be quite honest with you. But yeah, I'm very sarcastic, and the people that are around me can get that. If you can't, then I'm sorry. I try to read the room correctly, and I just probably won't say anything if I feel like you're not comfortable with my sarcasm. Next one is you are very faithful in your faith. I actually am very Christian. I am very like modernized Christian. You know, I help run a youth group every year for my church, and I used to be very, very involved with my church. I grew up Catholic, Vietnamese Catholic, which was super, super strict. And then I did go to church for a long time, and I decided to go to church with my childhood friend, a Christian church, and that's been my church ever since I was 11, and I'd go there by myself, and I love it. Every decision that I make is in the step of God. I always ask God about, you know, is this right? I try to put more of my trust into Him because He has the ultimate plan. I know many of you probably won't agree with me, but that's the way that I think of it, and it's just nice to have someone that you know is always on your team. So that's the way I look at it. There's another one that says, you seem nice, but you're actually nice. Sorry, not to say you're not nice. I don't know what that means. Are you saying that I'm not nice? I can see why people would think that I'm not nice, but actually I'm very nice. I always put people before my needs. So yeah, I don't know. People always have their own opinions. You can think that I'm nice or not nice. I feel like not everyone's gonna be your cup of tea, and give or take with the situations, like environmental situations. Like if I'm at my bar, behind my bar, and you're coming in and you're drunk, and I have to cut you off, that's not me not being nice, it's just me doing my job. And that's not gonna ever look nice because you're being kicked out, but you gotta do what you gotta do for safety. Next one is you'll eventually move out of Syracuse completely. I actually think that I probably will move to California permanently sooner or later. I don't know, I think it's coming sooner than I think, and it makes me really sad. But for right now, I'm still bi-coastal. I don't know what's gonna happen in the next couple months. Anything can happen. Next one is you want to have kids. I actually really do want to have kids so badly. Not anytime soon. I would say like maybe when I'm like 31 to 33 is my goal to have children. I want to have 2 kids. I want to be a boy mom and a girl mom. I think I want to have a boy first, then a girl. I know you can't choose, but knowing my luck, I'm going to have 2 girls, which are going to be a spitting image of me, which is very scary. But I know that they will be the toughest little girls out there. Next one is, you're a ride or die type of friend. Absolutely. You can see it even on my time on television. I'm a ride or die friend. I will fight for your right to the death of me, and I won't let it go until justice is served. With the situation with 𝙤𝙤, I just remember she was honestly bullied out of the house, and that was not fair in my opinion, and I fought for her right up until Costa Rica, and it was exhausting because she already gone, so everyone's like, stop paying attention to it, but it's no, my friend was kicked off of the show very unfairly in a mean way, and it was not fair whatsoever. So I'm gonna fight for her right. And did I spend too much energy on it? Absolutely, but that's the kind of friend that I am. I will always have your back no matter what. And I will tell you like it is. I'm the kind of friend that's okay, let's be sad. A situation making you upset, be sad, but let's pick it back up because you're a bad bitch, and it's time to show the world what you can do, because this little thing is not going to identify your entire life. The next one is, I feel like you seem mean at first, but after listening to you, you just don't bullshit. Very much true. I do not bullshit around. You get what you get with me, and I think that's better than being fake. A lot of people, especially in Bachelor Nation, are extremely fake, and the people that are your favorites are actually the fakest ones. So, probably not gonna like that I said that, but that's very much true. I will stay true to who I am, and I will not bullshit around. I'm not gonna kiss anyone's ass because it makes me look better. I'm not gonna do that. So, and the next assumption is, you have loads of friends and party all the time. My partying days go up and down. I partied a lot when I was younger at a very illegal age, and I think that just really partied me out because I don't really drink as much anymore. I'm surrounded by alcohol all the time. I work in nightlife, so I understand, I see it every weekend. I think it's super fun for occasional things, I'll do it for my birthday or a celebration, but I won't do it all the time. I think it's just extremely exhausting. I wouldn't say I have loads of friends. I would say I know a lot of people, and a lot of people in diverse areas of the world. The next one is, you are insecure. Are we all insecure? I mean, to some extent, we're all insecure. As long as you can admit it and work on it, that's really the best you can do. I just do my best. Just do my best. The next assumption is, you take what you want and you don't feel bad about it. I guess somewhat true. I do fight for the things that I want, and I will fight very hard for the things that I want in this world. I wouldn't take things that are not meant for me, because if you take things that are not meant for you, it's just bad energy, and then you should feel bad about it. So the things that I do take, I work hard for, and they're rightfully earned. So I think that's more so the gist of it. The next one is, you don't give average Joes a chance. I don't give average people a chance because I think that I deserve the most top-notch kind of people, and why would I waste my time on people who are just average, And some people, that average person is the most extraordinary person. It's just not for me. Again, I'm very picky with my guys, so I'm gonna ignore all the questions and the assumptions about my dating life because I'm just not ready for that yet. Yeah, so I hope you guys have a great day. Maybe I'll do another one of these. If you don't already, follow me on Instagram because I do all these little questionnaires every so often, which are kind of fun. I don't take a lot of things to heart, so I want you to give it to me like it is because it's funny and I like to respond to them. And we'll catch you guys in the next one. Thank you for joining me on this assumptions video. And by the way, I got a haircut. I cut 5 inches off my hair, which is kind of exciting. Good for summer, because it gives me more room to sweat, if you like to call it. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye.